situation and stuff. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we need to wrap up. Let me start with you, Sarah. Your message to Ghanaians.
The message is to Ghanaians wanting to try skiing. Please try it. You'll love it. One of the main things that we do in the ski industry is try and encourage young children to come up and really experience and enjoy a fabulous sport.
Kwame. The lunch is tonight, 6:30 to 8 p.m.
To 9 o'clock.
To 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock in the evening. I think it's wonderful that lots of companies have come on board in Ghana, and we're looking for more once we start the actual development. And I believe for youngsters, we are not only offering an opportunity to travel and go ski, but working with Mount Washington, Tourism Mount Washington, we want to offer a lifestyle. So the youngsters will have opportunities to have apprenticeships with companies in the local community in Mount Washington, the Comox Valley. So you come back home with skills you can apply, and if you're still in the team, you get to go back another year. So you keep going back until you're ready for competition. So we are dead serious about it, and we're investing lots of resources and time. So we hope to start seeing lots of kids on the slopes once they are built.
So viewers, finally, skiing is in Ghana. How I wish I was 16 years, because I'm more than 16 and I'm not qualified to to start a training for free.
Kwame has proved you're never too old.
So Sarah, thanks for coming through. We wish you the best of luck. Kwame,
thank you.
Thanks for coming through. So viewers, that was Kwame Nkrumah champion. He took part in the Vancouver Olympics. As far as skiing is concerned, 47 out of 120 competitors. And then Sarah Nicholson, the manager of tourism at Washington Mount Vancouver Island in Canada. That's how we draw down the curtains on the sports segment of the Breakfast Show. Thanks to Stanbic Bank, Tigo, and Everpure for the support. I'll be back on your screens at 9 a.m. with Spotlights. Enjoy the rest of the program.
This Christmas, something big is coming your way. Something really big. Way bigger than you could ever imagine. Ho, ho, ho.
There's a special new way for Tigo to say Merry Christmas to you and
Win big prizes this Christmas with Tigo. Every day, Tigo is giving away 100, 500 and 1,000 Ghana cedis cash, and every week someone will win 10,000 Ghana cedis cash. Just text Tigo to 3030 to enter. Each text costs only 35 Ghana pesos, and keep texting, cause the highest texter will win 10,000 Ghana cedis cash. And the biggest prize of all, a Mercedes ML plus 150,000 Ghana cedis. Yes, a Mercedes and 150,000 Ghana cedis in the grand draw of the Tigo Christmas Bonanza. Win big this Christmas.
Tigo, express yourself.
You're still watching the Thursday edition of the Breakfast Show on Ghana Television, and now Mercy Concepts Development Foundation is coming up with another practical training workshop for all categories of people in beads making, yogurt making, soap making and other activities, and the aim is just to develop the skills of all categories of people, like I said, so that they can do things for themselves. I have with me in the studio Stacy Yaya Makumato is the founder and coordinator of the foundation. Welcome. Always looking good as ever. And then next to Stacy is Fanny Agrifin, past student and also a facilitator. Welcome, ladies. I've met you before, and Fanny, I haven't met you before, but welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, so Mercy Concepts Development Foundation. How long have you been in existence? What have you been up to?
We've been in existence for like 5 years now, and since last year we've embarked on training of women in skill acquisition like bead making, hat making, batik making, and general artifacts. And the idea is to be able to empower them so that they can become self-sufficient.
Okay. And how has the participation been like?
It's been wonderful. I think that women are now getting involved. They want to do something for themselves. They want to have skills. It doesn't matter if they have diplomas and degrees. They want to do something extra to have extra money. So it's been good.
All right, we'll talk about the nature of the training. But Fanny, you have been a student before.
Yes.
What do you do currently with the training you have?
Well, with the background of a makeup artist, and a bridal makeup for that matter. Anytime like somebody needs my services, I also tell them that I do bridal, bead making and other things, especially when it comes to the pearls and the decorations and other things. I do that one too. So I realized that it's quite lucrative on that side. So most of the time, since we are in this festive, from July to like December, there's a lot of weddings. I realized that yes, my feet is probably getting grounded.
Yeah, it's bringing a lot of money.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. So as a facilitator, what do you do now?
Well, I like a seconder to my boss.
Okay.
Yeah. So I also
to train more people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I realized I became like, as she says, I was one of her best students. So.
Wow.
That made me.
Okay. Yeah. Stacy, what is the nature of the program, the training program?
What we do is that we do a 10-day power package program for them. It starts with an opening ceremony where the students or the participants, they get to meet us, the facilitators. We network, they register, and then we socialize. Then we start the practical training from a Monday, that's a working day, through to like a Thursday, and that's like 8 days. Then on Saturday, the following week, we do a closing ceremony where they get their certificates. We do exhibition of their products. We invite the public to come and look at what they've done.
Okay, so the current program is starting this Saturday, 4th December. And how many people are you looking at?
We are looking at between 30 to 50 women.
Okay. Yeah. And I also said all categories of people. Precisely which groups of people?
We are looking at women. And we are looking at women who have degrees and diplomas. They want to have something extra. We are looking at people with passion for craft. We are looking at dropouts, people who have come out of schools. They don't have any form of livelihood or skills. They can also join us. Anybody who just thinks that I want to do something, you have the drive, why not? Come and join us.
What about the working class? Because I understand it's from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Well, we have special services. So when you call us, we would arrange something with you.
Okay. What kind of feedback do you get from those ones you've trained?
It's been wonderful. We actually have after training follow-ups, and we check on them. We want to make sure that they are putting what they learned into use. And so
do you support them in any way?
We support them technically and any other way apart from financially, because we've not gotten there yet.
But you will get there.
Definitely.
Okay, Fanny, anything you want us to know?
Well, I'll tell other women that you don't have to depend on anybody, especially when it comes to that, because I found myself, fixing buttons and zips and other things for other people. And sometimes the work I do amazes people, and I'm like, you also have a talent. You only have to look for. It doesn't matter. Somebody cannot do beads, but maybe you also can do the yogurt or so something, soap, and so little monies, come in every now and then, and you don't get stuck.
But is it that affordable to be part of that training?
Yeah, it is. It is very affordable. It's a whole package. They don't bring nothing. We give them all the materials for the training. We give them lunch while they are with us. We don't want them to step out so that they can concentrate. It's okay.
And that's for 3 weeks.
No, 10 days.
10 days.
Yeah.
Okay. And then after they can go ahead and
go ahead and do
their own life. Okay. Anything you want us to know? At least you are the boss. So.
I'd like to say that the program is starting on the 4th of December, which is a Saturday, at Galway House, Adabaka, near City Campus. And it will be from the 4th to the 15th of December, which is a Wednesday. And then the 18th, which is a Thursday, we'd have a closing ceremony. So all women who have...
This time is in Accra.
It's in Accra. It's not in Tema.
Okay.
And all women who have passed the craft, they can just be part of us.
All right. So we wish you all the best. But can we see, at least I can see a few for us to...
These are some of the local beats, and we've designed it with Mexico.
You mean somebody like me can learn how to do this?
Yes, why not?
Wow.
Why not? And we are also looking at packaging, so we want to say that the beats can be packaged well, and you know, all of that. So.
All right, so interesting, and you've seen them for yourself. Nessie Concepts Development Foundation is again coming up with the 10-day practical training workshop for all categories of women, graduates, school dropouts. Just come and get some skills for yourself. You don't need to depend on anybody, like Fanny said, and you need to develop some skills that you could also make some money out of. Thank you very much, Stacey and Fanny, and wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Just before I go, I have a dedication here. Today is your birthday, Madam Asibi Banku Ekela of GBC Radio Newsroom, and this is from your team members to you. The message is happy birthday. And also to Ernest Obinyamin, yesterday was your birthday, belated happy birthday. This segment was made possible by Baltic Mineral Water. The show continues. To stay with us.
In all new episodes of The Standpoint,
such a stage, I'm hearing voices. I mean, I'll be alone, and I hear people something telling me things and asking me to do things.
By the age of 15 years, I'd had about 5 sexual partners.
Yes, because some of these girls themselves take charge and record these videos themselves.
It's not every relationship that guarantees marriage.
And I sit back and think, people are having fun. So why is it that somebody is telling me it's going to be painful?
Oh, it can be very serious. Sometimes the woman is so depressed that she's suicidal, wants to kill herself.
Showing this and every Friday at 8:15 p.m. on GTV. The Standpoint. Listen to the feminine side. Brought to you by
New Year's Active with Enzymes. No stain, no pain.
Pull up, knockers, baby, pull up.
And proudly supported by the African Women's Development Fund. 10 years of supporting African women's rights organizations across Africa.
Again, and we quickly want to take a feature. When flooding occurs, the victims tend to be under distress and in dire need of support and aid. That is when relief agencies like the Red Cross Society and the UN Center for Humanitarian Affairs, among other organizations, always come to the aid of flood victims and offer assistance in the form of shelter and tent, food, clothing and transportation. GTV brings you a feature on the relief activities of the Ghana Red Cross Society.
Ghana Red Cross Society is a relief humanitarian organization which started in 1929 as a leg of maternal and child welfare in Ghana. Its core mandates include disaster preparedness, first aid and training, integrated health programs, information dissemination, tracing services, organizing of fundraising programs, among others. For instance, in July and August this year, most people who were affected by floods during and after the rainy season were supported by the Ghana Red Cross Society. Some of the items that are mostly given out include food items, especially rice, tents, blankets, and some household items. The National Acting Secretary General of the Ghana Red Cross Society, Mr. Samuel Kofi Addo, said the Red Cross offers assistance and aid to people who get affected by flooding and other natural disasters. Mr. Kofi Addo noted that victims of disasters suffer a lot, to the extent that some even lose their lives through the process, especially when the needed support is not given early enough.
When there's flooding, when they get the sign that there will be flooding, they send the alarm, and the community members know where they have to go to for rescue. But then in case that they are not able to, our volunteers are trained, so they are able to assist in rescuing the people to a safer ground. And when they are rescued, then we give them relief support in terms of tents, in terms of food that they would require, and in terms of other basic necessities that they would need. And because flooding also comes with water-related diseases, our volunteers also are trained, and they do sensitization in terms of boiling their water before drinking, purifying it before drinking. And after all this also, we have a policy where we try to restore people back to their previous status in life before the flooding occurred.
An officer at the UN Office for Humanitarian Affairs, ONCHA, Mr. John Sule, called for the need for people to change their attitudes towards dumping of refuse at unapproved areas, a national policy to help deal with disaster issues, good drainage and covered culverts, as well as places to house flood victims.
If it comes to especially our urban settings, most of the problems that we are confronted with is attitudinal. Attitude, not just necessarily because people just dump things even into the drains, but attitude of even policy makers. Because sometimes, you see, the drains are either too narrow to even carry normal conventional flow of water, or they are not even covered. So it gives room for very indisciplined community members to start dumping what they don't have to dump into these drains. So what we are advocating is that let's widen our drains, whether we like it or not. This is what we're going to confront now. Let's widen these drains. Let's try as much as possible. So far as we are making drains, let's budget appropriately to make sure that these drains are covered. Then we minimize this issue of dumping and so on into drains.
The communications director at the Ghana Red Cross Society, Mrs. Lydia McLean, advised that in order to salvage the situation during flooding, communities should have temporal safe points where people can go for safety.
Our safety lies in our own hands. So, for example, as pertains to what happens in the north, I would say that rather than waiting for the flooding to occur before taking any action, we realize that in our education, we inform them that people should move to higher grounds. For example, when during the rainy season, people should not stay to protect their farms or their properties, but to think of their safety first and to move to safer ground in the event of disasters. There are some areas in the north where we go into a community where they actually use a tree as a flood, marker. So when it's raining and the water reaches a certain level, they know that no, it has reached a dangerous point. So then they mobilize everyone in the community to move to higher ground, which I think is an excellent way of protecting themselves and their lives. She said during flooding, the victims should not attempt salvaging their belongings at the expense of their lives. Mrs. McLean asked that choked gutters be distilled regularly. People should also avoid dumping of refuse at unapproved sites. She said it is high time building on waterways are strictly checked. For GTV Breakfast Show, I am Diana Folsom.
Asked Samuel from Accra what freedom means to him. Freedom means doing business more easily. To us, that means Airtel Wireless Broadband, the fastest mobile internet connection in Africa that lets you download whatever you like, whenever you want, wherever you are. Airtel, feel free.
What's Charlie, this day will be, this truck.
All right, so, I hear that I'm about to play the most exclusive tune, You Say Waiting. What's that all about?
The song is a party song, yeah? So the song there, if you
shout, you don't want that, you go dance, right?
For dance.
So here it is, people. First time ever airtime play, You Say Waiting. You heard it here, first time, right now. It's my man Ziggy from Links, You Say Waiting.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Jack. You saw it. Hey. New hit. The new kid. Yeah. That's nice. Hey. 1, 2, 3. Everybody put your hands in the air. Then move to the left like this. Hey. Everybody put your hands in the air. Then move to the right like this. Hey. Let's go. Left, right, then left, then right. Hey. Then left, then right. Hey. Then left, then right. Let's go. Hey. Yeah.
Time check. Is time for entertainment. You're most welcome wherever you may be to the Tickly Thursday edition of the entertainment segment, live on GTV's Breakfast Show and made possible by Airtel. Airtel says feel free. You're most welcome wherever you may be. Now, it looks as if the women in the movie industry are doing very well these days. Now, talk of the likes of women directors Shirley Frimpong, Manso, Lucky Lawson, and then Leila Jansi, and all of those other people who are doing great. Well, recently Leila premiered her movie Sinking Sands, and just as the nominations have been released, Leila Jansi is making waves. The movie Sinking Sands, barely a few months after the premiere of Leila Jansi's Sinking Sands, the movie has made waves in the nominations of the maiden edition of the Ghana Movie Awards in 2010. Sinking Sands topped the nominations with 13 nominations after the initial release. Now, organizers have released in a press statement that there was a typographical error in the Discovery of the Year category. This has leveled the same number of nominations with Amagana, another Ghanaian movie, at 12. So at the moment, each of these movies has 12 nominations. Sinking Sands, however, remains nominated in the category of Best Actress in Leading Role, which is played by Amake Abebrese, and Best Actor and Actress in Supporting Role, Best Directing, Best Art Direction, Best Picture, Best Actor, West African Collaboration, amongst many others. However, the main event, which is set for Christmas Day on the 25th of December, will be at the Accra International Conference Center in Accra. So, Amagana and Sinking Sands topping up the nominations list with 12 nominations each. Now we move on to something from the international front. But before we do that, let me quickly say that to Eric Akwesi Amponsa of Hope Generation Ministry, Oblogo, Manchester, Wager, on the occasion of your birthday, which fell yesterday, the 1st of December, wishing you a happy birthday. May you live to be 100 years, coming from Mama Jane of the Makeup Room. Now, also to Nana Ifwa granting happy belated birthday to you. Yesterday was your birthday. Now, what would you buy as a wedding present to someone who has it all at his disposal? Okay, now Prince William, who is set to marry his long-term girlfriend Kate Middleton, has arranged, his little brother Prince Harry has arranged with Snoop Dogg to release a single which would be, performed at his bachelor party. In honor of Prince William's wedding on April 29th in 2011, Snoop Dogg has released a single titled Wet, which he thinks is perfect for the prince's bachelor party. According to Snoop, when I heard the royal family wanted to have me perform in celebration of Prince William's marriage, I knew I had to give them a little something. The rapper, who is 39, is reportedly among the entertainers being recruited by Prince Harry for his big brother's engagement blowout. So, it's amazing to see that Prince Harry has recruited the legendary Snoop Doggy Dogg to perform at his brother's bachelor party. We'll take a quick musical clip and then we'll round off the entertainment segment. But this one is a special one going out to Charlotte Owusu and also to you, Mami Ama Elliot York. You're not well. I wish you speedy recovery. Do enjoy this music.
No! They're looking for a sexy bitch like a washer, like fresh prince. Them want CP, them don't want a scary bitch. Them want a washer, them want fresh prince. Them want CP, they're looking for a sexy bitch. Now I'm gathering way, me now with your media, you make it come here. Now I'm gathering way, me now with your media, you make it come here. Fresh boy to patch up, fresh boy to patch up, a fresh girl lollipop, a fresh boy. What's the one pet donkey?
Okay, I hope it has tickled your fancy enough. It has been the Tickly Thursday edition. That was 4x4's overall best video in the Foresight Music Video Awards 2010. Okay, so I'm sure you've enjoyed every bit of this morning's Tickly Thursday edition. It's been made possible by Airtel. Airtel says feel free wherever you may be. I want to say thank you very much for joining us this morning. The entire technical crew, I want to say thank you to you guys. The cameramen who are right behind the cameras making this segment very nice. I want to say thank you to you. And thank you to all of you at home and my Facebook friends. I want to say I wish you the very best. It's Farmers Day tomorrow. Our farmers, I wish you a happy Farmers Day. Okay, at this moment I hand over to Nee and Abigail, who are going to round up the English segment of this morning's edition. Enjoy the rest of your day.
We asked Elton and Nancy from Cape Coast what freedom means to them.
Freedom means talking with my family.
To us, that means one network, a unique service that lets you use your phone across 16 countries in Africa and 10 more outside, and only pay the local rate for calls. Airtel, feel free.
So that was the Tickling Thursday edition of the entertainment news brought to you by Gates of Airtel. You saw the technical in the Airtel Adomende. Before we go off today and hand over to F.U. Gamen and guest, I'd like to say happy birthday once again from me, this time to Madam Asibi Bangu Ikela of GBC Radio Newsroom. Ma'am, the party, don't forget the drink up. I'll be ready. I'm just waiting, okay? Happy birthday, alright?
She's my boss, and she's a very powerful
Alright, I like it.
yeah.
I like her.
Yeah.
I like it.
So happy birthday, Auntie Asibi, and you have a great day.
Okay. So enjoy the rest of the day as we prepare for the Farmers Day tomorrow. Just wish the farmers the best of everything. But for the farmers, the fishermen, no food on our tables. Trust me, alright? We hand over to F.U. Alafma,
Mali,
Apemeto,
Odo.
Okay.
Ifo.
I am lost.
Okay, back to you now.
Okay, thank you. Mana agba indi nikata la dukoma godo hiyo mi apa wona hia akpoma agba akpenami ba mi homi da mi apa apome agba yawra gado mi yo ma shamba fo gamale plato over ado alaba mi atuma wo gba pa wona agba fo wona aso bo alagbagba ni jadoga cho nyonu